those who are making the second response. If you make the first response, you could come as well if you'd like. But we're going to actually have copies of the 6 lessons. We're going to talk about how to go through them with someone, some of the things you need to think about when studying with someone about salvation. Because our aim then is to take all of the prepared and set them up with those who have made the third response. So you will have an opportunity to kind of go through this with somebody that is a member of the church here or a regular attender to see how this is done. So please grab a hold of those. I'll put them down here. The last thing that I want to talk about, now that we've actually had this soft launch, the next milestone in our life as a church is the hard launch. And the hard launch is when we actually have a place to meet other than here on the campus of CCW. In order to get to the hard launch, we've got to find a place to meet. Now I know some of you have gotten interest in that and have already been talking about that, maybe looking at some options. We're going to form a search committee, if you will, of interested individuals. We're going to target some locations, and so if you're interested in being a part of that search committee, then if you would come right over there in that room immediately after service to meet with me, I would appreciate it, so that we can get started on that process, because the sooner we find a place and work out the details, the sooner we will exist off of the CCW campus as an independent church. And I think that is all that I needed to talk to you about. So you should, either in your hand or at home, have pawns now with names. Add names. Or what they meant to say. Maybe you said, well, there's not even 4 places that I encounter people. Well, if there's not 4 places you encounter people, you know what that means? You need to get a life. And you might need to intentionally go out and figure out where are places, what fits your interest set. So maybe you go take their tennis class, or you go do something, go join a gym, go do something that puts you in more regular contact with people. Because it's going to be really difficult for you to be a witness to a lost world if you don't encounter the lost world. So that needs to be something that all of us are doing. And when I say all of us, I'm not talking about just the people with gray hair. And I'm not talking about just the people with titles, like elders and ministers, or ministry leaders. I'm talking about everyone of every age that has proclaimed Jesus Christ as their Lord. Everybody. Teenagers and up. So if you have chosen Christ as Lord, it is time for you to get on mission. That's what we're going to be about as a church. It's what we're going to be encouraging and expecting each of you to do as individuals. So if you would bow with me in prayer, I will dismiss us. God, we love you. We thank you for this day. Thank you for this awesome service we've been able to be part of, where we could express our worship to you, where we could contemplate, think about the sacrifice was made for each of us, where we could get some help and remembrance about the power of your Spirit and its function in our lives and its importance in our relationship with you and others. And for this opportunity to have some training, some hands-on specific training about things that we can do to be a better service in your kingdom. I just pray that you would work through your Spirit in this place, and through these people, to make a huge difference in this county, and to do it quickly, Lord. Set the place on fire. We ask that in your Son's name.
And as you guys are dismissed too, my wife's doing the salutations, the hospitality ministry. If you're a part of that, she's going to meet with the group right there. She's got some food too. If you had an email about that, so you had questions, you can talk to us too on the, or Jamie on the my right, your left side as you guys leave. You're dismissed. God bless you guys.
Grand total of 2 minutes over